Good evening to one and all. A warm welcome to 97th International Workshop on Great Life Lessons from the Preeminent Philosopher Ibn Sina, commonly known as Avicenna in the Western world. Under Golden Jubilee Year of NEHU, May 2022 to May 2023 International Workshop Series, a series of programs with the highest number and the best of ability, every Saturday 5 to 7 p.m. Jointly organized by Internal Quality Assurance IQAC, Northeastern Hill University, NEHU, Shillong, Meghalaya, and Indian Society for Training and Development, ISTD, Shillong Chapter, Shillong, Meghalaya, in collaboration with Department of Philosophy and IQAC MORAN College, affiliated to Dibrugarh University, MORANHAT, ASSAM, Department of Philosophy, Sri Venkateswara University, Tirupati, Andhra Pradesh. A warm welcome to today's keynote speaker, my guru, collaborator, guide, mentor, Professor P. Chennai Sir, Department of Philosophy, Sri Venkateswara University. Professor Prabhasankar Shukla Sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, NEHU, Shillong. Professor S. Dikshit Sir, former Registrar, former Director, IQAC, NEHU, Shillong. Professor Mithali Kaur Ma'am, Principal, Moran College. Dr. Srutasni Gogoi Madam, Workshop Coordinator, NSS and IQAC Coordinator, Head Department of Philosophy. Professor B.S. Mipun Sir, Chairman, ISTD, Shillong Chapter. A warm welcome to senior teachers, policymakers, administrators, research scholars, students, teachers, all the participants. Great life lessons from the preeminent philosopher Ibn Sina, means Avicenna, born in the year 980 AD and Uzbekistan, passed away on 22nd June 1037. Actually, he is a philosopher and a physician, is a great author of great books in the medicine. There are n number of innovative things, sir. 1,000 years back, he mentioned. That's why, on the direction of Professor Chennai, sir, I searched and identified this preeminent philosopher. Really, after going through his writings and his life lessons, I thought it is better to share all the life lessons of Avicenna with our noble participants for their personal and professional development. Along with our noble participants, I'm eagerly waiting to listen from Professor Chennai sir, because if you read without listening sir's words, maybe you may feel it's very difficult to understand philosophy, but sir is just giving very simple language, providing in a simple language. Sugarcane juice, if you suppose after field, maybe 6 months cultivation, if it takes more time, but sir is giving just in form of juice, it takes very limited time to get result. In the same way, whatever sir is telling, the simple language, understandable language with the live examples, really this type of teaching, this is another reason for this type of teaching is sir education background, B.Ed, M.Ed, along with MA philosophy, MPhil philosophy, and PhD philosophy, gold medal. Thank you so much for a wonderful collaboration with Professor Chennai sir. A warm welcome to one and all. As usual, we start our program with Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sasya Shyamana Mataram, Vande Mataram, Shubhra Jyotsna Pulakita Yamini, Pullakusumita Drumadala Shobhini, Suhasini, Sumadhura Bhashini, Sukhadam Varadam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram.
Thank you. I'm requesting Professor Chennai sir to deliver keynote address. Over to you, sir.
Our respectable coordinator, Dr. Amaresh sir, who is the organizer and collaborator for international workshop, and all the participants of the program. Today, I'm going to share various life aspects of a wonderful philosopher of the Iran. His name is Avicenna, Avicenna, Avicenna. So he's a philosopher of medicine, philosopher of religion, philosophy of soul, philosophy of happiness. So he born in 980. He died in 22nd June 1037. So maybe nearly 1,000 years ago he lived. He said many things about life. So he has a philosophy of medicine, happiness, soul, religion, life, many things. He said there are no incurable diseases, only the lack of will. There are no worthless herbs, only the lack of knowledge. So he's telling we have various types of diseases. The diseases has their causes. The diseases have a solution, but the solution depends on the person who has great willpower. So willpower means the power of the soul. So the power of the soul is the power of the energy, the power of the light, the power of the just like electricity. It is a great power. So because of that power, the soul is moving in the universe. There are no worthless herbs, only the lack of knowledge. So here in the world, we have various types of plants, seeds, various types of herbs, various types of leaves. So the nature is giving help to human beings. So nature is giving help to cure human diseases. So if you know the knowledge and the quality of the herbs, we can use herbs for treatment of any diseases in the human being life. So Avicenna is telling about the life. Width of life is a more important than length of life. This is called how many years you have lived is not the matter. How you have lived is the matter. The quantity is not the matter. The quality is the matter. So here, if you live with a joyful, happy, smiling, enjoyable, relaxed, giving, sharing, thrilling, then it is a beautiful life. If you live more years with violence, unhappiness, destruction, war, corruption, ill health, what is the value of the length of the life? If religion and men who have religion and no wit. So he divided two types of men in the world. One type of man is called wit and no religion. What do you mean by wit? W-I-T, wit. So wit means, actually, it is a wonderful word. It has only 3 syllables. Wit means for inventive thought and a quick understanding and a keen intelligence. So inventive thought, creating something, quick understanding, keen intelligence, that is called wit. It has another sense. Wit means aptitude for using words and ideas in a quick and inventive manner to create humor. So wit, enjoyment, humor, giving good words, creating joyful environment in others. At the same time, so it may invent many things in the scientific field, technology, life, and So it is a creative mind, quick understanding, very, very penetrating influence, just like a very sharp, just like a scanning of inner thoughts. So that is called a wit. Here we have two types of people who have a wit and no religion. So he is telling no religion. So here some people are a very free people. They have no any ideology about anything. They live with total intelligence. They worship nature. They won't have any attachment, anything. They go with a factual manner. That is a one type of people called no religion. Here he is telling men who have a religion and no wit. So here some people, they have a religion. According to Avicenna, religion means purity of the mind, having connection with your soul, with a cosmic consciousness. So you are feeling that the entire universe, entire cosmos, entire humanity, entire living and non-living beings have inherent connection. It have universal connection. So we have a cosmic unity that is called a religion. So here, no wit. Some people may not have intelligence, quickness, humor, and they may live very pure manner, innocent manner, simple, joyful manner. So Avicenna is telling the knowledge of anything, since all things have a causes, is not acquired or complete until it is known by its causes. So you have to. So you say, is a doctor, is a philosopher, is a good human being, a person of great religious outlook. He is telling, to know anything, you have to know the present thing, the causes of the thing, the actual nature of thing. So the total affair of anything, if you know, that is a complete. If you know only incomplete, then it is not sufficient. That's why he is telling, you have to know complete knowledge, the causes, the existence, the solution, the nature, everything. Then you may get more understanding about that. So the more brilliant lighting, the quicker the disappearance. So here, presence and absence, darkness and light. So if you have a more lighting, suddenly it may disappear, you may find more darkness. That's why he's telling, there is a duality in the human being existence, happiness, unhappiness, darkness, light, worry, pleasantness. So we have a dualities in the human experiences. So in the nature also we find darkness and light. We find something very beautiful, sometimes we don't find in the nature. If you see the life of the tree, you find sometimes flowers, fruits, sometimes beautiful leaves, sometimes we don't find any leaves, sometimes we find free from all leaves, a different type of life we find in the tree. So in the same manner, we find different aspects in the human being life also. So here, Avicenna is telling, relating with enlightenment, knowing divinity, meditation is the which enables the soul to realize its divinity. So he is telling, live like a strong meditator, live like a strong observer. Wherever you are, you have to watch your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, your life. Then you have to watch your inner consciousness, inner thoughts. If you start watching your thoughts, if you maintain some space between your thoughts and yourself, if you watch very silently, so through watching, you may keep all your thoughts in the silent position of brain cells, then you will find pure vastness, pure silence, pure vacuum in our mind. So that is called the actual state of soul. That is called the state of divinity of the soul. So meditation is the way realizing divinity of the soul is the achievement. So you are here, he is telling, watch your body, watch your mind, watch your world. Watching is a firing, watching is a cleaning, watching is a light. You have to watch constantly. Finally, you will realize the divinity of your soul. So, if you go very deeply, the watching in the form of just like a prayer, you may realize your natural existence very clearly. So here, every science we find theoretical aspects and practical aspects. He is telling about the medicine. Medicine consider that a human body as the means by which it cured and by which it is driven away from the health. So medicine says, what are the causes of diseases? What are the causes for sickness? What type of life is leading to sickness of human body, illness of human being life? At the same time, medicine is telling what are the causes of health, how to protect health, in which way you are going to protect your health. So here medicine is telling about the sickness, what are the causes of health. So it has a clear understanding about the human existence. So in medicine, it is therefore necessary that causes of both health and disease should be determined. So a doctor is one who has a great understanding with the practically and theoretical manner about the human body, the structure of the human body, the functions of the human body, the systems of the human body. What are the kinds of human diseases we have? So we have a pathology. So pathology called the various diseases. What are the causes of diseases? What are the solutions of diseases? This is called a branch of pathology in the medicine. So he is telling you have to understand the sickness and health, the causes and the solutions very authentic manner. If you have no clear understanding about the causes of disease, the solutions of the disease, the protection of the health, so you are an incomplete person in practicing a medicine. That's why you have to understand very clearly medicine deals with the states of health and disease in the human body. It is a truism of philosophy that a complete understanding of a thing can only be obtained by elucidating its causes and antecedents, provided, of course, such causes exist. So here you have to observe the diseases, the health conditions of the human body. You have to know all affairs, what are the causes, what are the solutions, what are the repercussions. So you have to know understanding, you have to observe very clearly, you have to know many things with a complete manner about the human body, all aspects of the human being, body, mind, soul, and everything. Then only you will give more guidance, more treatment as a doctor to human beings. If you have no clear understanding, your treatment may be incomplete. You may become a corrupted person. You may become a worst person in treating human beings. You may harm human beings. That's why be honest in the treatment. If you have no understanding about the causes or the diseases, solutions of the diseases, don't tell anything. Don't treat anybody. Be authentic. Be professionally authentic, have a moral conduct on the treating people relating with the diseases. If you miss honesty, then you may miss the clear understanding about the medicine. In God alone, essence and existence coincide. So here he is telling the human being is a nothing but the combination of a body and the soul. So the body is relating with the Prakriti, nature. The soul is relating with the consciousness, being, awareness. So the two things are combining, conjuncting, having a combination that is called a human being affair. If you have disconnection of your body and soul, that is called death. The connection between the body and the soul is called birth. Continuing the connection between the body and soul is a life. So the disconnection of the body and the soul is a death. That's why you have to understand the connection between the body and the soul, Prakriti and the Purusha, nature and the consciousness. Then only you can know, you can understand your existence. So pain is a sensation produced by something contrary to the force of nature, and the sensation is set by one of or two circumstances, either a sudden change of the temperament or the bad effect of the body. So the solution of the continuity. So here in the human body we find pain. So that is nothing but contrary to the nature. If you have done very unnatural things, contradictory things, which are not suitable to your body, then automatically you will find the sensation of pain. So the pain is an unnatural thing. Any foreign affair, any contradictory affair, any negative affair happened in your body, there you will find pain, according to Avicenna. So he created a wonderful philosophy. So here he has created happiness in the two dimensions. He divided happiness two angles. So the first happiness is in relation to the different powers of the soul. So the soul, the second happiness is relation to soul itself. So here you can find this expression in the Adi Sankaracharya Bhajagovindam. So sasangatve nisangatvam, nisangatve nirmohatvam, nirmohatve nichalatatve, nichalatatve jivan mukti. So sasangatve nisangatva means, here sasangatve means, sat means it is a soul. If you have a relation with the soul, automatically you will get freedom. Nisangatve nirmohatvam. If you have a freedom, you won't find any attractions and emotions and greeds. Nirmohatva nichalata. When there is no desire, ambition, attachment, greed, your mind is silent. Nichalatatve jivan mukti. When there is a tranquility, stillness, happiness, without any wavering in your mind, that is called moksha. So here we find the beautiful similarity relating with Avicenna and Adi Sankaracharya. He said about the second happiness. The second happiness is a relation to soul itself. So if you have a connection with the soul, automatically you will get happiness, have a bliss, divinity, everything. Another, the happiness is happiness in relation to different powers. So here we have a deep philosophical aspect. So the soul is a Satchidananda. So Sat means existence, permanent, eternal. Chit means the consciousness, knowledge, intuition. Ananda means bliss, happiness, and everything. So these are the qualities of the soul. So the soul has a eternity, the soul has a intuition, the soul has a peace and happiness. So according to Avicenna, the happiness is relating to different powers of the soul. So here the soul has the light, the soul has a awareness, it has a divinity. So through the powers of the soul, we may get happiness. Through knowing the actual nature of soul, we may get happiness. So we find this very interesting. Your soul is itself is a way for happiness, knowing the powers, the qualities, the manifestations of the qualities of your soul, that itself is a source for happiness. So in the philosophy of Avicenna, we find the divinity of the bird, the creator, the medicine, so the good way of life. So realizing your divinity, your soul, your moksha through prayer or a meditation. So do good things, have a complete knowledge, live harmoniously with nature, then your life will be very beautiful. You may be great source for happiness in the world. I concluded this speech, Amreswar.
Thank you very much, sir. Your wonderful keynote address. I'm requesting our noble participants to interact with Professor Chinnaya, sir, Hema Madam, Priyanka Tapa, Vidyasagar, sir, Srinivasul Reddy, Atanu Adya, sir, Abul Kasim, sir. Please, over to our noble participant.
So,
sir, I can
is a
start
fixed.
if participants are not ready. Sir, because of you only, I'm learning and first time heard about even Ibn Sina or Avicenna, a great philosopher and doctor. But our education system not in a position to share this type of great things, sir. What is lagging, sir?
So actually, human beings are divided in the name of religion, in the name of religiosity, in the name of color, in the name of property, in the name of wealth. He got many divisions. So he has many shackles. He is not thinking he is a human being. He has no feeling that earth is our land, earth is our motherland, earth is our country, earth is our place. It is an undivided whole. In the earth, we have 194 countries or more countries. Many people have born in the past. They have said many things. They have different languages. Their expression may be different. Their style may be different. But they have found many truths about the human living. So all people have a same similar quality. People are born, they are living, they are dying. So the birth, the life, the death are similar for all human beings on the earth. So beautiful lady or a ugly lady, strong man or a weak man, this is a similar. So in their minds, they have various types of divisions, fragments, separations. That's why on the name of language, in the name of religion, they are eliminating. So they are not ours. Because of impurity of the mind, human beings are not allowing great things available in the world. That's why we have to purify our mind through watching. Then we can see world is our place. All human beings are our family members. Then we may listen and we may understand many things. Amreswar.
Thank you. Really wonderful explanation, sir. Humanity is the greatest religion, but we are forgetting. Srinivasal Reddy Anna, Vinita Boyan Madam, Priyanka Tapa, Hema Madam.
Priyanka Tapa is available.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, Priyanka Tapa. Ask something.
Sir, thank you so much. Sir, does he say anything about soul connection or what of karma? Does he say anything about in philosophy?
Once again, please.
Sir,
Tell
does
me
he
one.
say anything about soul connection or the good soul or the negative soul? in his philosophy, sir.
Karma.
Yes, and the karma also.
Okay. So here in the philosophy of Avicenna, we find so a mind is there. It is full of memories. If you want to have a happiness with your mind, you have to go with the constant witnessing. So observing without any judgment, comparison, saying yes or no. If you go very deeply in witnessing your inner contents of your mind, automatically the witnessing is a purgation, witnessing a cleaning. So automatically the memory will go to silent position in the brain cells. You will find complete vacuum, silence, stillness in the mind. In that mind, you will find creativity. So here, the positive soul or a negative soul or a karma. So here, if anybody has done any, so the entire universe is governed by the law of action, law of karma. So if you have expressed a positive things through actions, through words, through feelings, through thoughts, then you may get positive feelings, then you may get enjoyment through positive things. If you have done any negative things relating with any affair, for example, murder or a crime or a corruption or a war or a destruction or a flood, automatically you may get on the basis of your negative actions. That's why the negative action will create bondage to you, shackles to you, unhappiness to you. That's why here in the philosophy of Avicenna, he is telling always in the state of awareness and alertness. You have to witness everything. You have to maintain some space between what you are doing and yourself. So if you watch very clearly, automatically you will find wit. Wit means a sharp intelligence, quick understanding, great awareness. Then automatically you may avoid negative things and you may follow positive things. Your life will be very beautiful. So in the philosophy of Avicenna, we find the right action, the good action alone can give more happiness to you. This we find Priyanka Tapa.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
Shiva Padmavati madam from
Amresh sir.
Nagarjuna University. Yes, sir. Binita Boyan madam from Assam. Srinivasal Reddy from Telangana. So what type of life lessons for our students and teachers from Avicenna, sir?
So here in the philosophy of Avicenna, so here we have a medicine. In the medicine, we have various types of diseases. If you have a willpower, then you can solve many diseases. So here we have various types of herbs. If you have a knowledge, you can use herbs for your nice treatment. Here he is telling, don't bother about how many years you have lived. It depends upon cosmic decision. But don't spend more time on the past and the future. The present is the most valuable time. Live joyfully, live friendly, live relaxed manner. This present is your fresh time. If you go very deeply in the past, you may find many unsuccessful things, despair things. You may get unhappiness. If you go to future, you may get uncertainty, some anxiety about the future events. That's why the future will come to present and the present will become fast and the present is the all time. It is a fresh time. Live at present very beautifully, then you may get more happiness. Watching should be way of life. When you are going in the darkness, you need a light. On the same manner, when you are moving in the life, in the alertness, you have to be continuously aware of your body, mind, soul, heart, every moment of your life. Then only you will get more success and happiness in your life. So here you have to know about your soul. If you know about your soul, that knowing itself is the source for happiness. Apart from this, if you know the qualities of the soul, the powers of the soul, just like the quality of the soul, just like eternity, intuition, knowledge, happiness, bliss, awareness. So if you realize the qualities of the or the powers of the soul, if you use the powers of the soul, they are also very useful to get happiness. If you find the total tranquility or a stillness of your soul, that itself is a happiness. So learn constantly. For students, teachers, professors, he's telling, learn completely. You have to learn all aspects from causes, the state, the solutions. So the totality of knowledge is the most important to give any suggestion, to give any solution to. So if you find knowledge with the incomplete manner, that is not useful for solving many problems. That's why constant learning, obstinate learning is the most important thing for good learning. So these are the some of the life lessons we find, Amresh sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Amresh
Anyone
sir.
else? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Network issue. Srinivasal Reddy, Emma, madam.
Hey,
Vidyasagar Kumar, sir. Vidyasagar Kumar, sir. Okay, I think they don't have any other queries, sir.
So here in the philosophy of Avicenna, we find another aspect is called the connection between the soul and the God. There is a difference between the soul and God when you find ego and memory in our mind. When you clean your memories through your awareness, if you keep all memories in the silent position of the brain cells, automatically your soul and God will become one. That's why purification of mind. So he's telling some ways to human being life. They are be scientific, don't believe in it, have a logic, critical awareness, do moment to moment, know everything, live very peacefully, give respect to all. These are also some of the philosophical issues we find in the Avicenna philosophy, Amresh sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, but the great philosopher, they suggested many things for medicine, but at present, the medicine field of really everything is commercialized and there's so many organ, even stealing of human organs, so many things. Even COVID-19 pandemic really showed the dark side of the hospitals. So why we are not in a position to take back our ancient knowledge of medicine, sir?
So actually, you see the life histories of the father of Indian medicine is Susruta. Susruta. So here in the modern Western medicine, Hippocrates. So modern, so they are telling they found many things. They have given many treatments many, maybe 2000 years back, they said food is a medicine, medicine is a food. They said about a doctor quality, he should be a person of pure mind, clean mind, a mind free from lies, a mind free from deceptions, a mind free from corruption, a mind free from egoistic outlook. Then only you will find the actual nature of disease, the causes, the solutions. If you have a self-centeredness, if you have an egoistic person, if you know the qualities of your soul and the qualities of the person who is coming to you as a patient, his consciousness and your consciousness psychologically same. So you are the travelers in the world. You are in the form of doctor, another person is in the form of patient, but treat very nicely. So don't exploit. So they said, so if you use a patient for exploiting purpose, for using negative purpose, you are bound to responsible for the cause of, for the law of action or the law of karma. So whoever in the world, whatever the thing they are doing, if they do, they are responsible for the law of karma. What law of karma is telling? If you do good things, you will get good results. If you do bad things, you will get bad results. So you may be a beautiful, ugly, powerful, extraordinary decision-making person, a person of 1 crore acres of property. Whoever you may be, you are responsible for the consequences of the law of action, law of karma. That's why here in the modern people, the doctors in the many field are in the throughout the world, some people have integrated understanding about their mind, their soul, the qualities of the desire. So how to fulfill, how to get livelihood with the right means, how to they, if they are learn with the incomplete manner, with a disintegrated manner, learning only the skills of the medicine, avoiding the effects of the mind, the consciousness, the human behavior. If they have no understanding about the holistic life of a human being, they may do corruptions, they may do crimes. So in return, they may experience a sorrow, suffering, unhappiness. So all people in the world are responsible for law of action. We have a cosmic law. We are bound to responsible for every human being. Our birth is depend upon the results of the cosmic law. Our life, our death, we are moving completely the natural cosmic law. So we are moving in the universe. Now we have in the human being born. After some time we may disappear from another being form. So we are changing our bodies and forms. So we should be very responsible. If we want to live at present in the happiness, we should do only good things. So if they get a doctor degree, if they do very negative things and cutting cesarean options and telling negative things, lying and creating fears, creating terror, creating unhappiness, on the basis of that, if they get more money, so they are responsible. So here in our ancient scripture, one beautiful expression is there in the Indian great scripture, Bhagavatam. In the Bhagavatam, they said, so if any person who have done very bad things, the first of all, the diseases will follow, the diseases will hunt. So he may be a doctor or a great person. So the punishment will give only diseases. The first punishment of a criminal, the first punishment of a negative person in the world is punishment by the diseases. Then only after some time. So if any wicked person, negative person, corrupted person, dishonest person is there, the diseases of the nature will come to the field. They may give judgment, they may enter, they may hunt, they may give punishment. These are there. These are deep. This is a deep philosophy of human beings. That's why they are thinking that no need of knowing spirituality. If you know your soul, you may become very innocent, lovely. So we may not construct buildings, we may not purchase cars, we may not purchase gold and many things. So they are thinking like that, and they are going with a deceptive and lying manner, and they are inviting unhappiness their life. So following moral principles, cleaning our mind, that is the most important in the medical field, in all fields, but in the medical field, if they violate this type of things, they are going to face bad consequences on the basis of the cosmic law of action or law of karma. Amreshwar.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for your wonderful explanation.
What you say about this answer, Amreshwar?
That is true, sir. That is true. Even maximum people, great personalities at the last days, they realized and they mentioned the same thing. Steve Jobs
Okay.
also, on his last day, he mentioned the truth of life.
Very good, Amreshwar.
But
So we are.
unfortunately, after realization, they are not able to spend life or time with what they want.
Yes, yes.
That's why wise
Yes.
person only live happy and healthy and simple lives.
So actually, we are trying, we are sharing, we are trying to live in the present. So that's why many great people born with different language backgrounds, with different geographical conditions. So in the Islamic world or a Hindu world or a Christian world or a Buddhist world, they are labels, they are languages. But basically, if you remove our language, if you remove our conceptions, we are basically human beings. We have a great heart. So we have to invite the great heart expressions of the world to know the truth, to live with a simple manner, to avoid suffering in the world. Amreshwar.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. With your permission, may I go for presentation, sir?
Okay, please move, Amreshwar.
Thank you, sir. So, good evening to Professor Chennai sir and noble participants. Great life lessons from the prominent philosopher Ibn Sina or Avicenna. The outline of the presentation, as usual, learning introduction, learning outcome, and conclusion. Before going to show the original life lessons of Avicenna, I'd like to show 3 motivational videos. Here, you versus you. Know yourself, know thyself, the philosophy, the success behind, the secret behind success is self-awareness, self-motivation, self-employment, self-investment, everything is self. So powerful motivational speeches, you versus you, everything is within you, aham brahmasmi. There are n number of theories, concepts, motivational videos, motivational stories, quotes. So it is our duty to motivate ourselves. No one will come to take care of yourself. You are the one to take care about yourself. So Sri in Telugu literature, Rabindranath Tagore, Bengali literature, many writers, philosophers, educationalists, Swami Vivekananda is icon of youth empowerment, youth development. Self is very, very important. You versus you.
We go the direction we face, the direction you face, and we face the direction we design. Direction determines destination. Destination is not determined by hope, it's not determined by wish. Destination is determined by direction. You cannot change destination overnight. But here's what you can change today, and overnight, you can change direction.
This is the time for you to wake up and realize that there's something that you need to be doing. But you don't need to be doing excuses. You don't need to be so complacent and lazy about what it is that you are constantly going through in your life and giving your life less than giving your life more. Why do you socialize yourself with excuses? Why do you socialize yourself with misery? Why do you socialize yourself with being complacent? What are you afraid of? Oh, I get it. You're afraid to fail. You're afraid to go back. No one said you had to go back. All you got to do is keep pushing forward. You may fall a few times. You may slip a few times, but that doesn't mean you quit. That doesn't mean you give up. That means you must find a way and you must make a way, and you got to continue to dig deeper than you've ever digged in your life. Enough is enough. Enough with the excuses. Enough for being complacent. Enough for giving up.
You have control over your mind. You just have to assert it. You have to decide that you are going to be in control, that you are going to do what you want to do. Weakness doesn't get a vote. Laziness doesn't get a vote. Everyone wants some life hack that eliminates the need to do the work, but that does not exist. No, you have to do the work. You've got to hold the line. You've got to make it happen.
Successful people love the experience of not feeling like doing but then going and kicking ass anyway. They understand that those are the real victories in life. They understand that it's easy to do when you feel like doing it, but they also understand that the real magic, the real glory is earned when your heart is not into something, but your mind tells you, I'm going to do that anyway, and does it.
It's you. You've got to take personal responsibility. You've got to make it your personal business to make it happen. And you've got to resolve within yourself that I can do this, that it's hard, but you've got to say, I'm the one. I'm the one to make this happen. I'm the one to become successful in this business. As you work to help other people to become successful, that feeds your success. But you know it's going to be hard, but find out what will make it worth it for you.
Most people go through life never discovering what their talents are. Most people never develop their talents. They have skills and abilities, but if you don't nurture them, if you don't develop them, they will never serve you. Your gifts can take you many places if you develop your gifts. Most of us don't like to do those things that come easy to us. I've always loved to talk to people. I decided, taking this advice, to develop my skills as a speaker. And my gift has developed and it's taken me many places. You have something that you brought to the universe, and that if you decide that my life deserves my developing this, what I do well, and becoming the best at it, and mastering myself, and seeing what I have within me, if you decide to drop your buckets where you are and develop your gifts, I grant you, you'll never, ever be without. I grant you that your gifts will take you places that will literally amaze you. I grant you that if you begin to work to develop your gifts, you'll develop a strong sense of happiness. You'll get a larger vision of yourself, because part of beginning to get a larger vision of yourself, all of us need some area of our lives where we can have a feeling of competence.
You have to have just one thing in mind: keeping on track. Closing out all the noise and the clutter that gets in your way. You've got to identify your target. Let nothing stand in your way. You've got to keep your eye on the target until you've released the arrow. Let nothing capture your attention unless it's in the best interest of your ambition. If you don't keep your mind on what you're doing, if you don't keep focused on the task at hand, it could slip right on by you. Wherever you are, be there. Whatever you're supposed to be doing for the moment, do it. You can't be thinking of everything you have to do at one time, all the time. You have to concentrate on just one thing at a time, one project, one job. You have to take it one task at a time, and complete it. Do what you set out to do. Keep your mind only on that one task. Why? If you don't, you won't accomplish anything. Concentration takes a lot of discipline. It takes a lot of discipline to demand privacy, to keep the do not disturb sign on your door while you're in the middle of an important job. It takes a lot of discipline not to answer the phone every time it rings at home. That's why they make voicemail and answering machines, so you don't have to answer the phone every time it rings. Your family will appreciate an uninterrupted dinner hour. Your night work will get done a whole lot faster. Concentrate on the work at hand and demand of yourself the discipline to stay focused. If you have a long list of things to get done within a day, do the toughest ones while your concentration is at its peak. When you're at work, be at work. When you're in a conference, be in that conference. When you're at your kid's school play or soccer game or dance recital, be there. Don't let your mind wander. Stay focused. Stay focused on the task at hand or the company you're with. Don't let your mind wander during conversations. You never know what important points you'll miss. Stay focused. Stay true to where you are and what you're doing. Use your discipline to keep your mind in line. When you recognize the need to concentrate more, when you recognize this need, and when you discipline yourself to stay focused, it will come easier and easier. Focused concentration can be learned. Focused concentration can become a habit. If you work on it a little every day, the easier it comes, the less energy you'll waste on making your mind you. Make your mind pay attention. Discipline yourself to be where you are. Work at work and play at play. Don't mix the two. Concentrate. Give your job the attention it deserves. Give your family the attention they deserve. Give your colleagues the attention they deserve. Wherever you are, be there. Concentrate.
Pay attention to your motivations, be honest. Practice coming from a place of integrity and you will be victorious. Always do your best. There's no faster way to fall prey to outside input than when you're feeling insecure. And there's no better way to feel insecure than knowing you half-ass something or don't really believe in what you're doing. No matter what it is, raising your prices or raising your children, if you do the absolute best you possibly can and come from a place of integrity, then you can be proud of yourself and not give a damn what anyone else thinks. Find a temporary role model, find a mentor or a hero or a role model. Get clear on why this person is impressive and inspiring to you. And when faced with a challenge that leaves you guessing how to react, ask yourself, what would my hero do? Not caring what others think is a muscle that can take some time to build up. So use this trick while you're still getting strong, and before you know it, you'll be able to ditch your hero and start asking yourself, what would I do? Take the first right step instead of wasting hours and days and years trying to figure out your perfect next move. Just do something already. All the time we waste rolling ideas around in our heads, imagining what if, coming up with perfect reasons why, and then perfect reasons why not. Tearing at our cuticles, making our friends and family carefully screen their calls in case it's us again. Wanting to go over some idea. Get out of your head and take action. You don't have to know exactly where it's going to take you. You just need to start with one thing that feels right and keep following right, feeling things and see where they lead. Most answers reveal themselves through doing, not thinking.
Right. So it is our duty to move which direction you want, and we are the creator, we are the director. After watching this video, you can attract anyone in 90 seconds. Just a few seconds.
Welcome back, fellow seekers of wisdom. Today, we have something truly extraordinary in store for you. We'll dive into the mystical world of ancient Zen philosophy and uncover 6 secret techniques that will allow you to attract anyone you meet within just 90 seconds. That's right, you heard it correctly, 90 seconds. But before we reveal these powerful secrets, let's explore an enchanting ancient Zen story that will set the stage for our journey to charisma mastery. Centuries ago, in the serene mountains of Japan, a wise Zen master lived a life of tranquility and inner peace. His presence was magnetic, drawing people from all walks of life, eager to learn the secrets behind his irresistible aura. One day, a curious traveler ventured to meet this legendary Zen master. With trepidation, the traveler approached the master, hoping to glimpse the essence of his captivating charm. Zen master, greetings, traveler. What brings you to my humble abode, traveler? I have heard tales of your extraordinary charisma and wisdom. I wish to learn the art of attracting others like you do, Zen master. Ah, the allure of charisma. Come, sit with me, and I shall share the ancient Zen secrets that have been passed down through generations. And so, the Zen master began to reveal the 6 secrets that would transform the traveler's life forever. Secret 1, present awareness. The first secret to cultivating irresistible charisma is present awareness. In a world full of distractions, being genuinely present with someone is a rare gift. When you engage in a conversation, give them your undivided attention. Maintain eye contact and actively listen to what they have to say. Show interest in their thoughts and feelings, and let them know that they matter. Being present in the moment creates a profound connection and makes the other person feel valued and respected. Secret 2, genuine compassion. The second secret lies in genuine compassion. Show authentic care and empathy towards others. When you interact with someone, put yourself in their shoes. Understand their perspective and offer support without judgment. Let go of any preconceived notions and approach each person with an open heart. When you genuinely wish well for others and extend your compassion, they will naturally be drawn to your warmth and kindness. Secret 3, simplicity and humility. Embrace simplicity and humility in your words and actions. Often, we feel the need to impress others with our achievements or possessions, but true charisma comes from being down to earth and unpretentious. Share your experiences and knowledge without boasting, and be open to learning from others. Humility shows that you are secure in yourself and don't seek validation from external sources, making you instantly likable. Secret 4, authenticity. The fourth secret is authenticity. Be true to yourself and embrace your genuine self-expression. Trying to be someone you're not might impress people temporarily, but it won't create lasting connections. Embrace your flaws and strengths, and let your true personality shine through. When you are authentic, people will sense your sincerity, and they will be naturally drawn to your realness. Secret 5, inner peace. Cultivate inner peace within yourself. In fast-paced world, a calm and centered presence is incredibly appealing. Let go of the need to be constantly in a rush or anxious about the future. Radiate a sense of calmness and tranquility, and others will feel at ease in your company. Inner peace is magnetic and will naturally attract others towards your serenity. Secret 6, silence and spontaneity. Embrace the power of silence and spontaneous joy. Sometimes, we feel the need to fill every moment with chatter or planned activities, but allowing moments of silence and embracing spontaneity can be truly magical. Be comfortable with silence, as it allows space for deeper connections to form. Similarly, let your spontaneous joy shine through, laugh heartily, express genuine excitement, and let your inner child come out to play. Such openness and lightheartedness will make you captivating to others. Now equipped with these ancient Zen secrets, embarked on a journey of self-discovery and mastery. As he practiced the teachings diligently, he noticed a profound change within himself, and now, it's time for you to apply these secrets in your own life. Let's take a closer look at how you can use these techniques to attract anyone you meet within 90 seconds. I have a challenge for you. In just 90 seconds, approach a stranger, engage them using the Zen secrets, and witness the magic unfold. There you have it, the captivating ancient Zen secrets that can help you attract anyone you meet in just 90 seconds. Remember, charisma isn't about manipulation, but about connecting with others on a deeper level. So, embrace these Zen teachings, and let your authentic charisma shine through. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our...
Very nice. So one more 6 reasons why high value men ignore women. So, but at present, men and women are equal. They can enter in any field. Maybe certain things told 1,000 or 2,000 years back may be not applicable at present. But whatever is applicable, whatever goodness, it is our duty to take and practice irrespective of religion and region or gender.
In the ancient realm of Zen, there lived a wise hermit named Master Koji. He was known for his profound wisdom and insight into the human psyche. One day, a young woman named Sakura approached Master Koji with a question that had been troubling her. Master Koji, Sakura said with curiosity, I have noticed that high-value men seem to ignore women. Can you shed light on this behavior and help me understand why? Master Koji smiled warmly at Sakura and motioned for her to sit beside him. Ah, young Sakura, he said, the behavior of high-value men is often misunderstood. Let me share with you an ancient Zen story that holds 6 reasons why some men may seem to ignore women. Eager to gain understanding, Sakura listened intently as Master Koji began his tale. In a distant village, there lived a successful and respected young man named Ryu. Master Koji began. Ryu was known for his kindness and generosity, which earned him the admiration of many. However, some women noticed that Ryu seemed distant and reserved in his interactions with them. Reason 1, focusing on personal growth. Master Koji explained the first reason. High-value men often prioritize personal growth and self-improvement. Ryu, like other high-value men, was deeply committed to developing himself, his skills, and his career. In doing so, they may appear distant, as they devote significant time and energy to their personal growth. Reason 2, guarding emotional vulnerability. Continuing his teachings, Master Koji shared the second reason. High-value men often guard their emotional vulnerability. Due to past experiences or societal expectations, some men may find it challenging to openly express their emotions. As a result, they might appear distant to protect themselves from potential emotional pain. Reason 3, focusing on priorities. Master Koji then imparted the third reason. High-value men prioritize their goals and responsibilities. Ryu, like others, might be focused on achieving his ambitions and fulfilling his duties, leaving little time for casual interactions. This dedication might give the impression of ignoring others unintentionally. Reason 4, valuing quality over quantity. In the 4th stage of her learning, Sakura discovered the reason. High-value men value quality over quantity in their relationships. Ryu, like other high-value men, might seek deep and meaningful connections, rather than superficial interactions. This discernment can lead to limited interactions. Focusing on building profound bonds. Reason 5, seeking emotional stability. As her understanding deepened, Sakura learned the fifth reason: high-value men seek emotional stability in their lives. Ryu might desire a balanced emotional state, which could lead to limited involvement in relationships, where he feels uncertain about the emotional dynamic. Reason 6, a desire for respectful boundaries. In the final stage of her training, Sakura uncovered the last reason: high-value men prioritize respectful boundaries. Ryu, like others, might be cautious about maintaining appropriate boundaries in interactions to show respect and avoid giving any unintentional wrong impressions. As Master Koji concluded the story, Sakura felt a profound sense of enlightenment and empathy. Master Koji, Sakura said with gratitude, I now understand the reasons why high-value men may appear to ignore women. It is not about rejection, but rather a focus on personal growth, guarding emotional vulnerability, prioritizing responsibilities, valuing quality relationships, seeking emotional stability, and respecting boundaries. Master Koji smiled, knowing that Sakura had embraced the wisdom of Zen, and would approach her interactions with understanding and empathy.
Very nice. So sometimes in our life also we may misunderstand others because their intention, their direction, their vision, their passion may be different. That's why it is better to understand the reason behind the behavior. Learning outcome of the present session, learning great life lessons from the preeminent philosopher Ibn Sina, Avicenna. The biography already Professor Chennai sir rightly mentioned, born in the year 980 AD on the 22nd June 1037, passed away, is a Persian philosopher. Here, as per literature, mentioned Uzbekistan, at the same time is Iran, he passed away in Iran. So the biography of a Persian polymath, Avicenna Ibn Sina.
Avicenna, also known as Ibn Sina. He was a Persian polymath. He was born in Afshona, Bukhara, Samanid Empire on 22 August 980. His father's name was Abdullah, and mother's name was Setarit. His father was a respected Ismaili scholar from Balkh, Afghanistan. By the age of 10, he had memorized the complete Quran, and by 14, surpassed his teacher in elementary logic. He absorbed knowledge everywhere he went, and from every person he met. He learned Indian arithmetic from an Indian grocer, and later enhanced his knowledge of the same with the help of a wandering scholar. He also studied Islamic jurisprudence under Hanafi scholars. At the age of 16, he turned his attention and focus towards medicine. He discovered new methods of treatment for attending the sick. Interestingly, he treated the Sultan of Bukhara at a time when the trained court physicians were unable to master the feat. He cured the Sultan of an unknown but dangerous ailment successfully. It was his mastery over medicine and his ability to cure the emir that he was rewarded with an access to the royal library of the Samanids. He turned to writing at the age of 21. In his early days, he wrote extensively on subjects like logic, ethics, and metaphysics and so on. Most of his works were either written in Arabic or Persian language. It was after limitless travels that he finally met a friend at Gorgon, near the Caspian Sea, who arranged for him to stay at a dwelling and give lectures to pupils on logic and astronomy. Most of his well-known works were written during his stay at Gorgon. His most famous work, Canon of Medicine, also bears its roots to this place. His work, Canon of Medicine, was divided into 5 volumes, with each of the book dealing with a separate subject. He gave a detailed description of the contagious diseases and the sexually transmitted ones. While the first and second book discussed physiology, pathology, and hygiene, the third and fourth dealt with the methods of treating diseases, and the fifth book described the composition and preparation of remedies. He spent the better part of his later life in service of Muhammad ibn Rustam Dishmansayr, the Kakuyid ruler. He served in the position of a physician and general literary and scientific advisor to the former in various campaigns. He dedicated the latter part of his life in the study of literary matters and philology. Throughout his lifetime, he wrote numerous books on philosophy, science, medicine, astrology, astronomy, some of which include Kitb al-Shif, the Book of Healing, Kitab al-Najid, the Book of Deliverance. This Persian philosopher, who belonged to the Islamic Golden Age, wrote the book, The Canon of Medicine. He died in Hamad and Kakuyid Emirate on 21 June 1037, at the age of 56. He was buried in Hamadan, Iran. An ignorant doctor is the aide-de-camp of death, said Avicenna.
Very nice. There are no incurable diseases, only the lack of will. There are no worthless helps, only the lack of knowledge. Even I still remember botany department, Sri Venkateswara University, even Northeastern Hill University, the herbal plants. Professor Sudarshan sir, already we invited him as a resource person and chief guest for our programs from USA. He delivered. He was also doing during his profession in the Department of Botany and number of research. So through him, I came to know about maximum herbal plants, medicinal plants. Still, research is going on, but we are unable to identify many things. We know less than, I think, 0.1% of scientific knowledge. There are so many things. So easily available plants, whatever, whether in the type of leaves or roots or branches, we can do many things. The knowledge of anything, since all things have causes, is not acquired or complete unless it is known by its causes. That's why Professor Chennai sir also mentioned diseases and causes of diseases. People say that wisdom is precious, but all pays no penny for it. So this is true. We are all, everyone know the science. Philosophy is the mother of all sciences, but governments or state government, central government also sometimes less importance for philosophy regarding employment. They're mentioning so many other reasons. Unfortunately, many parts of country, they're closing the department, but I came to know in the northeastern states at UC level also they have philosophy. This is really wonderful. At PCR Chittur, where I studied, there at a +2 level also they are teaching philosophy. This is very, very useful subject. A doctor has 3 weapons: a word, plants, and knife. What a wonderful. So word, that's why word is a medicine, word is a poison. Professor Chennai sir always mentioning it is very, very important. talk in a smooth way, in a sweet way, nice way, without hurting others. Doctor need, and sometimes I watch YouTube videos, especially the pediatrician, the doctors handling small kids, really wonderful. One of the doctors from Bangalore, the way he treat kids and some syringe or whatever things, while playing, dancing, really wonderful. That's why word is very, very important for doctor and teacher. Motion can replace many drugs, but nothing in this world can ever replace motion. So this is really true. As a philosophy and a physics student, I know width of life is more important than length of life. Professor Chennai sir mentioned even great philosophers, they have the same quality of life they are mentioning instead of quantity of life. The power of thoughts can either cause you illness or recovery. The power of thoughts, what a wonderful. That's why idealists, everything. So mind. What you think, you, even Professor Chennai sir also already mentioned, there are n number of philosophers. They're really given the valuable thoughts, valuable wisdom for human well-being. The world is divided into men who have wit. Already Professor Chennai sir mentioned his keynote address, and no religion men who have religion and no wit. There are n number of quotes, life lessons from Avicenna. This 5 minutes video on various quotes of Avicenna for you.
The world is divided into men who have wit and no religion, and men who have religion and no wit. The knowledge of anything, since all sins have causes, is not acquired to complete unless it is known by its causes. The more brilliant the lighting, the quicker it disappears. Medicine considers the human body as to the means by which it is cured and by which it is driven away from health. Now it is established in the sciences that no knowledge is acquired save through the study of its causes and beginnings, if it has had causes and beginnings, nor completed except by knowledge of its accidents and accompanying essentials. The theory of medicine, therefore, presents what is useful in thought, but does not indicate how it is to be applied in practice. The mode of operation of these principles. The practice of medicine is not the work which the physician carries out, but is that branch of medical knowledge which, when acquired, enables one to form an opinion upon which to base the proper plan of treatment. Leeches should be kept a day before applying them. They should be squeezed to make them eject the contents of their stomachs. Those who deny the first principle should be flogged or burned until they admit that it is not the same thing to be burned and not burned, or whipped and not whipped. As to the mental essence, we find it in infants devoid of every mental form. Pain is a sensation produced by something contrary to the course of nature, and this sensation is set up by one of two circumstances, either a very sudden change of the temperament or a solution of continuity. Medicine deals with the states of health and disease in the human body. It is a truism of philosophy that a complete knowledge of a thing can only be obtained by elucidating its causes and antecedents, provided, of course, such causes exist. In medicine it is, therefore, necessary that causes of both health and disease should be determined. But the fact is that, When wine is taken in moderation, it gives rise to a large amount of breath, whose character is balanced, and whose luminosity is strong and brilliant. Hence wine disposes greatly to gladness, and the person is subject to quite trivial exciting agents. The breath now takes up the impression of agents belonging to the present time more easily than it does those which relate to the future. It responds to agents conducive to delight rather than those conducive to a sense of beauty. Width of life is more important than length of life. The world is divided into men who have wit and no religion, and men who have religion and no wit. Prayer is that which enables the soul to realize its divinity. Through prayer, human beings worship absolute truth and seek an eternal reward. Prayer is the foundation stone of religion, and religion is the means by which the soul is purified of all that pollutes it. Prayer is the worship of the first cause of all things, the supreme ruler of all the world, the source of all strength. Prayer is the adoration of the one whose being is necessary. At night I would return home, set out a lamp before me, and devote myself to reading and writing. Whenever sleep overcame me or I became conscious of weakening, I would turn aside to drink a cup of wine, so that my strength would return to me. Then I would return to reading, and whenever sleep seized me, I would see those very problems in my dream, and many questions became clear to me in my sleep. I continued in this until all of the sciences were deeply rooted within me, and I understood them as is humanly possible. Everything which I knew at the time is just as I know it now. I have not added anything to it to this day. Thus I mastered the logical, natural, and mathematical sciences, and I had now reached the science.
Wow, wonderful quotes. So, Ibn Sina, the master of all sciences. This is the last video. This is true. Philosophy is the mother of all sciences.
Widely recognized as one of the greatest works of Western literature, Dante's seminal narrative poem, The Inferno, broke long-established literary paradigms by weaving historical characters into a fictional story. While certain figures need little introduction to Western audiences, one Arabic name deviates from among the archetypal personas of Julius Caesar, Socrates, and Euclid. Centuries before the first words of Dante's Inferno were inked, Persian culture had experienced a renewed blossoming and subsequently battled the culture of the Arabs for dominance over the Islamic world. Fortunately for history, this enlightening cultural contest emanated abundant works of literature, science, art, and philosophy from both civilizations. One of the many medieval rivals to Baghdad, the city of Bukhara, capital of the Samanid Empire, presented an oasis of Persianate culture and the arts. In its sprawling streets of the 10th and 11th centuries, a young teenage boy would be seen giving medical advice and treatment to the public, while simultaneously studying and revising all academic disciplines of the time. Later described by scholars as having the mind of Goethe and the genius of Leonardo da Vinci, this vibrant youth would go on to become the face and icon of the Islamic Golden Age. His name, Ibn Sina, would be remembered for centuries in all academic circles, his work being utilized even by those who would label him a heretic. His comprehension of all areas of knowledge would be revered by his followers, who named him a Sheikh al-Ra'is, chief of all wise men, master of all sciences. Abu Ali al-Hussein ibn Sina, or as Dante would call him, Avicenna, was born in 980 CE in Afshana, a town comparatively small to the neighboring city of Bukhara, where he would eventually migrate to at a young age with his family. According to his autobiography, Ibn Sina was born into an educated household. His mother, Sitara, would raise him, and his father worked as a governor and an intellectual. Witnessing the deep conversations between his father and various guests, including an Indian shopkeeper who was apparently talented in arithmetic, Ibn Sina's early curiosity in philosophy and science would spark. He is said to have memorized the entire Quran by age 10 and grasped the Arabic language and literature at the same time, and continued on studying jurisprudence and Islamic law. But when he felt his teachers had taught him all they could, he independently read logic, physics, mathematics, medicine, and philosophy, further enriching his knowledge. Metaphysics in particular took a long time for him to apprehend, and he claims to have read and memorized Aristotle's Metaphysics 40 times before finally coming across a copy of Al-Farabi's treatise on it, which aided him so much that after reading it, he hastened to give alms to the poor in gratitude. By age 18, he stated, "I continued until I had made myself master of all the sciences. I now comprehended them to the limits of human possibility." Ibn Sina wasn't a very pious figure, despite what some may believe. Like many elites of the time, he had an extremely outgoing personality and loved to party, drink, and surround himself with women, even if this contradicted his religious beliefs. Ibn Sina's career began at 21 with the task of curing the Samanid prince of a seemingly incurable disease. Where other physicians had failed, he succeeded, and was rewarded with access to the vast royal libraries and circles of scholars whom he made use of extensively. From here, he would become the most famous and one of the most influential philosophers of the Islamic Golden Age, writing a total of 400 works in a much more fluent and thorough style that would supersede the works of philosophers before him, including his own avowed spiritual master, Al-Farabi. His magnum opus, Kitab al-Shifa, or Book of Healing, which was mostly written from memory due to Ibn Sina's constant travel, would act as a vital philosophical encyclopedia that would further synthesize the works of Greek and Arab philosophers. For Ibn Sina, philosophy was a topic of therapy, a discipline that seeks to heal the soul in much the same way that medicine heals the body. This was certainly not a unique view, as many held this opinion before him. What was more or less unique to Ibn Sina was his attempt to reconcile Aristotelian notions of the universe, such as the universe being eternal, with the Islamic doctrine of the universe being a creation of God. For this, it is important to note how Ibn Sina understood the discipline of metaphysics, which was, for him, the study of the immaterial. Firstly, Ibn Sina makes his famous distinction between necessary and contingent beings, where the latter refers to objects that have a cause or explanation for their existence. If this cause did not occur, the object itself may not have existed. Take yourself as an example. For you to have existed, you depended on the meeting of your mother and father, which, if never happened, may have led to you never being born. Thus, you are, like nearly all other objects in the universe, a contingent being. But for Ibn Sina, a logical problem occurs if every single thing in the universe is contingent, an infinite regress. The logical fallacy that refers to the impossibility of having an infinite set of objects, which would require a never-ending infinite set of explanations. Thus, if everything in the universe is contingent and caused and cannot go on ad infinitum, there must be a necessary being that must always have existed, could not cease to exist, and does not depend on anything else. For Ibn Sina, all this pointed to evidence of God or Allah, a proof of the truthful, as it would come to be known. But how exactly did this being create the universe? Ibn Sina controversially proposed that God could not have created the universe in time, as this would mean that there would have been a moment where God changed his mind, unbefitting to a supreme ruler above any form of change or temporal laws. To make things simpler, he provides the analogy of someone turning a key to open a lock. While the hand turns the key simultaneously, the key is still dependent on the hand. In this way, the universe depends on God, irrespective of it being created co-eternally and outside of time. This idea proved extremely controversial, as it meant that God was pre-eternally compelled to have created the universe and that the universe did not have a temporal beginning. Ibn Sina's version of the cosmological argument and its implications would be attacked by later philosophers such as Al-Ghazali and Ibn Rushd. After having proven the existence of God, Ibn Sina turned his attention to understanding the human being, namely through understanding our essence, the soul. Naturally, he asked the question of whether a soul even exists and formulated a thought experiment which, according to him, clearly answered the question. Imagine a man suspended in mid-air with no faculties of sensory perception. That is, no sensation of sight, hearing, smell, touch, or taste. This man, or woman, has never known what it is to have had senses and currently cannot physically feel anything. If it is conceivable that this individual will have an idea of his or her own existence, it follows that we have a non-material or non-physical sense of self, which for Ibn Sina constituted the definition of the soul, or nafs in Arabic. This thought experiment would demonstrate how advanced Ibn Sina was in his thinking, as a similar idea for the existence of a self would not be conceived of in the West for another 600 years. Ibn Sina truly represented the peak of knowledge and intellectual enterprise of the Islamic world in the medieval era. His mode of writing, which trumped the styles of previous philosophers, has still not lost itself in the sands of time. His cosmological argument has been built upon by even modern philosophers, and the physicians of history would find it difficult to avoid his voluminous works. Ibn Sina's extravagant life eventually caught up with him, with some saying he died of overindulgence. Yet, while giving his final alms to the poor, it is said that he read the Holy Quran for 3 days straight until his death, leaving with the quote, "I prefer a short life with width to a narrow one with length."
Very nice. These are myself and Dr. Madam Gogoi Madam's models of education. So really, this is very, very important life lessons we are taking back, carrying forward. So I'm requesting our Professor Chennai sir to give some feedback before going to conclude.
Amreshwar.
Sir.
So congratulations for your nice presentation, good words, good expression, good selection of the philosopher.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Very good. So
thank you for your motivation, sir. Because of you only we selected this topic and philosopher. Otherwise, we never get chance to learn this type of great preeminent philosophers.
So here in the field of teaching, many people are not interesting to know the philosophies of great people of the world. So they have concluded, they have free conception that they are very difficult people, so very tough. So without entering to know the great things, they concluded preconception manner. They are difficult, we don't know. So we have to learn only this type. This philosopher is my syllabus. So they concluded, that's why many people don't know the names of the great purpose of the people. They won't understand these philosophies. They will tell, I don't understand this. Huh? So
Yes.
I don't understand this language. I don't know anything. So that's why if they want to give any PhD evaluation relating the, no, he's a new person, I won't understand. If they want to value the paper, so I don't know that particular. If you want to give any lecture on the particular philosopher, I don't know. He's a new person. My specialization is the only particular two people. Only two people I have to spend my total life. So they have concluded very rigidly. That's why many people in the world don't know, because myself and yourself, we have given talks on more than 300 philosophers of the world, Amreshwar. So, so I'm congratulating you in this connection. So great, more than 300 philosophers means it is a wonderful work we are doing. So we are uniting the world. Amreshwar, what you say?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely right, sir. Thank you so much for your wisdom, sir. Without your support, it is not possible to do.
So we find a different type of language also in the every philosopher we did last time in the philosophy of Parmenides. So the change is illusion. So how it is a change is illusion? We are seeing the change, but the change is relating with the soul. This the change is not relating with the body. So we have to go very deeply. Some people said, okay, it is not good philosophy. He is telling something we don't understand. We don't like this type of person. He is telling false. They will tell like that. So we are going very deeply. We are sensing very deeply, and we are telling the philosophies of great people to the world. Amreshwar.
Thank you,
Really,
sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
It gives me immense pleasure to express my gratitude to my own guide, philosopher, mentor, keynote speaker, Professor Chennai sir, for wonderful keynote address and motivating me to select, giving freedom also to select the great philosopher and topic. We are really grateful to you, sir.
So, Amreshwar, here, one interesting affair in our program is, so you are you have given full freedom to select any person, any country, any continent, any name. So you are selecting. So I am giving keynote speeches on the people. So here we are not discussing prayer to keynote speech. You see how wonderful you are selecting and how joyful I am talking. So this may be a miraculous experience in our program, Amreshwar. What you say?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. True, sir. Without freedom, it is not possible, sir, because we are organizing a monthly 10 program means within 3 days, 1 program. So how much plan we need? So very short, within a short time, we're supposed to plan, sir. Otherwise, not possible. So without freedom, maximum departments never allow, sir. Even I'm sorry to say, the newly taken charge IQAC director has given so many conditions to continue our program. So I think I'm going to close after completion of 100, sir, because I have my own limitations. I cannot convince the others. Very difficult, sir. Already.
So actually, you have a alternative, and you can remove that particular person, and you can add that Indian Institute of Science and Training. So what is the need of that? So one person is going on. So in SV University we have a freedom. So here so you have one person in the Indian Institute of Science and Society. So you take and you free from that IQAC, Amreshwar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will do that one, sir. I can think. So I can
so actually, Actually, so this is a one chance in the lifetime, only one program. If it stops, it closes once all. So one people are not interesting on the basis of jealousy, we don't bother. So slightly, you completely give freedom to the particular organization. Another organization in the development of training, what is that organization, Amreshwar?
Indian Society for Training and Development, sir.
Oh, okay, you can use that word, and you slightly free the organization who are giving conditions, and we will start a program with that organization, Amreshwar.
Okay, sir. I will think on it, sir. Thank you, sir.
So you, because we have various types of alternatives, because so many people will come with a jealousy point of view. So after completion of this program, we will talk, Amresh sir.
Sir, thank you. So
okay, Amresh.
I'm really grateful to our humble Vice Chancellor, Professor Prabhasankar Shukla sir, and Registrar, former Registrar, former Director, the person behind this series of programs, Professor Dixit sir, Professor Mitali ma'am, Dr. Srutusni Gogoi madam from Moran College for wonderful support, and Professor Mipun sir, ISTD Chairman, Shillong chapter, for his encouragement, and the noble participants, those who from Priyanka Tapa for a wonderful interaction with Professor Chennai sir, and all the participants. Thank you, and see you again on 11th at the rate of 92nd International Workshop. Now immediately National Anthem, then I can share feedback form to get your certificate. Thank you very much.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Jai Hind, thank you. I'm requesting our noble participant to fill the feedback form, and the YouTube viewers also.